Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. Just a FYI, this reading may be triggering and it's not the intention. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. For those of you, just a FYI, we do have a YouTube channel. You can go over there and subscribe so you can be a part of the success and growth of that channel, which is SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. There you'll find a lot of collective and general readings as well as your individual zodiac sign. You have your own folder. Keep in mind you may not resonate with every channel message that comes through. What you don't resonate, you can put that to the side as a reference for when needed. But for the most part, do not force anything. I'm going to try my hardest not to say you, them. I'm just going to try to deliver the message. But I do have a direct message. The energy that I am channeling is regarding a person who you knew what you wanted. You got what you wanted, right? You received what you wanted to then realize that, what do you do now? It's that type of energy. Also, it's like you get what you want, right? But then realize this is not a sellout energy. This is more so a devotion, committed, being very committal to someone. It is giving me, vows, to death do you part. Very committal. So if you're married, this is definitely for you. If you're in a committal relationship, this is definitely for you. This is not a singles reading, just a FYI. If you are single listening to this means that you are dealing with someone in this particular situation, and it's just a confirmation that whoever you're the person that you are witnessing dealing with this, they need your assistance, they need your help, they need your guidance, they need you as a confidant at this time, because whoever is committal and have settled down because this is what you wanted, this is the role that you want. It's as much as I don't want to say this, it's kind of like it feels imprisoned, like being imprisoned, right? And then I'm seeing the head of the household no longer be the head of the household. Now, what are you going to do about the situation? It's like all of the responsibilities are on you when you were the one taking care of the household, because that's what you wanted to do. And now I'll just say it, the spouse or significant other, for those of you are you might as well say you're married, but it's not on paper. Now they are treating you unkindly. They are looking as you are like worthless, and you didn't continue your education. So even if you were to look for a job, it wouldn't be enough to take care of the household. So you feel like you're going to be discarded in some type of way. Your spouse or significant other is making you feel as such. Alcohol could be, some type of vice could be involved. I don't want to generalize the reading. It could be some type of vice, right? And that vice is the reason why your person lost their job. Or if this is you, this is more so of an awakening, to kind of, don't forget who held down the household. Don't forget who took everything, and all you had to do was take care of the financial security. And now that things have changed, you can't blame the person they didn't continue their education, or you can't blame the person that they can't land the job to take care of the financial security. I do see someone, there's a possible of a third party energy, but I really feel like this third party energy is someone that's always been there. This is someone that will always be there. So could be an ex, it could be, someone where you've always had a connection with them, and you hook up, and that's it and that's all, and you move forward and continue on in life, but you meet up every now and then. It doesn't feel like a frequent energy, but it does feel like it may be if the household doesn't get resolved. But what I do want to say is I feel like it's very selfish to put such heavy responsibility on the person who accepted their role and they took care of their role, and now they're just being discarded in some type of way. All right, let's go ahead and pull some transcendence messages. One thing I will say, the one that feels like they're being discarded and mistreated and feel devalued, you are someone, words can hurt, but gather your strength, because it can't tear you down. Yes, we have emotions, and sometimes when we get in those emotions, it's hard for us to pick ourselves back up. Now is the time to pick yourself up like never before, because it feels like a silent cry. It does. It feels like, everything has been so perfect on the outside looking in, that if you were to reveal what's going on in your household, you don't want to hear "I told you so." Transcend this message, please. We have ego transcendence, okay? So whoever lost their job, right? They know they should apologize. They know that their actions are wrong, okay? And this should be the time to build. Whoever was the housekeeper, whoever took care of the home, this is the time where your spouse or significant other should build you up and not tear you down. What other messages? And I feel like you're telling your spouse or significant other that, you have them and that it's going to get better. But instead of that, they have turned to vices, or it could be both. They have turned to this person that you are not aware of. If you were to see your significant other or spouse with this person, it would come off as if they just met, but no, this person has been around before the commitment. Okay. You may be feeling like now is the time to get out of this connection, because you don't feel valued. You feel the lack thereof. You feel like it's getting worse. It's not getting better. This person, it feels like they come home and they take everything out on you, and they have nothing nice to say. So it's time for you to ground yourself, gather your strengths, get back on your shit the way that you know how to. Especially, it's kind of like, it makes you think like, what really was the attraction? What really was the attraction between the two of you? And I'm being guided to tell you not to waste your energy of trying to figure out the whys. Because if you've been the person, place yourself, whoever this is, if the person that has been holding down the connection, the commitment, and being happy, this is a person that's happy taking care of the home, happy taking care of the kids, just happy to make sure everything is balance so that your significant other or that your spouse can basically live the life that they want. You're living the life that you want, but now that things have changed, right? Now all the responsibilities are on you, and we have bankrupt. They are treating you, and then we have fellowship. They're treating you like you played no role, right? They're on their high horse. And it's giving me that this person doesn't know how to express. They've always been a little difficult, but you've always been able to work through that. So there's bankrupt here. Okay. So truth could be revealed, paying expenses on other people, So I'm feeling like this third party is being revealed. And then we have fellowship here. So I'm heard it through the grapevine. So it's not like you're looking for information, it's coming to you. I'm also getting that either it's a family person or someone that you've confided into brings you the news, or they're going to bring you the news. So it's not like you have to seek anything. It will find you. We have enchantment, right? This is what I'm saying. This connection was too good to be true. It feels like someone's getting ready to just really spit out the truth here and literally say, no, fairy tales don't come true. It hasn't been true, even though you've been happy of I'll say a housekeeper, not a housekeeper. What is it called? House dad, house mom, whatever you want to call it, or just, the one that takes care of all the extra things so that the one who brings financial security can, just not have to worry about those things. Some of you may end up going to church and you may find a sense of wholeness again. I'm also getting release it, pray about it, because this enchantment, what you don't see what's going on I'm in the matrix, is that the truth is going to bless you. This is not in vain. It's kind of like no worries. It's giving me no worries energy. Shadow energies is the 5 of Pentacles. Remember I told you those vices? Okay. And then we have the 10 of Swords. It's an ending. It feels like the moment that someone says they're walking away is the moment that someone says they're ready to change. And I feel like also there's also an energy where the moment that you release this and you say enough is enough, like I am not the one that's supposed to be torn down, is a moment your person arrives. Now, if you are a person who's saying, I don't care what I go through, I'm sticking in my marriage because, this is my family's belief system and I've adapted to that belief system. I have no intentions of ending my marriage. If my marriage ends, it's going to be the other party. Looking at the brighter side of things, we have the Prince of Cups. All right. You have some type of talent. And now by you freeing yourself, or you have the opportunity to focus on what you've been wanting to do that you've put on the back burner for quite some time. So it's time for you to get out. You're free in a way. I'm sorry, but if you've been wondering if your spouse or significant other has been confiding in someone else, they have. And they've been taking care of this person as well. Taking care of them more than they've been taking care of you, because you have the house, you don't pay bills, you don't do nothing, right? So this is what bankrupt them, taking care of what they shouldn't have been taken care of. All right, we have choices and new beginnings. Exactly what I said. Nothing. This is not the situation that you're in is not picture perfect, and that's what's coming to the surface. And now that a door of opportunity with these choices presents itself, you are able to move on. Give me some I am messages. That's if you choose to. If you choose not to end this connection, marriage, or connection, however you want to put it, you're free. You're free. There is no weights. You're not anchored. You're free. Give me some I am messages. I'm sensing there's some sense of a worry as well. Wisdom, you know exactly the capabilities of this person who's basically messed up, right? It's like they built someone else up instead of building you, and they put you on the back burner. And now that everything has crumbled down and everything is reaching the surface, you know, this person is all about image. And you have been down, what do they call it? 10 toes. It's a lot of gossip, but it's not got bad gossip about you. Place yourself where it fits. If you're the person who messed up, right, and you're looking for forgiveness, you're trying to find a way to communicate, you're trying to fix your home, you're going to have to end these vices. Okay? Whatever adversities these are, because one of the adversities is hardship. And there's learning. If you haven't learned, whoever you were building up, I'm talking about the one who messed up. If you're the one listening and you messed up, the one that you were building up, they don't want you. And now you're like, why didn't I invest in who held me down? And the person now who held you down, they don't want to deal with you. Others of you, they are willing to stay in it. But I'm going to be honest with you. The more that they build themselves up, they're falling out of the connection. As much as I don't want to say falling out of love, they're falling in love with what they put on the back burner to support you. On the other end, if you're the other person who now is free and can build themselves up again, and you're no longer bound to a situation, God is going to guide you exactly of what it is you need to do or say. God is going to bring people into your life as well. Give me an angel guide message. Angel guide message, please. I'm hearing that's the way love goes. We have Mother, Father, God. Yeah, someone is definitely praying and reaching out for guidance here. I feel like this is the person that has done wrong. It's kind of like, I'm sorry. People continuously do wrong until they get caught. And then when they get caught, now they want to make it right. We have take a step back. Both parties need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The person who didn't do any wrong in this situation. When you take a step back, if you haven't received any information, the truth will reveal itself. And this reading is a confirmation. What are the messages you have for my listener? All right, yeah. Your anxiety could be acting up, you know. If you're in a marriage or a connection, this is just a side note, and you've been feeling like something is wrong, yes. They're trying to figure out how to tell you how they're going to pay the next bills. They're trying to figure out how to tell you about this person that's been there way before you. They effed up. They messed up. Give me an angel guide message for the person who is getting ready to receive the news. And it's definitely going to stir you up here. Wow. Because all I'm hearing is I held you down. I did this. I did that. right. Angel guide message, please. Romance and connection. You probably dreamed this already. You've already sensed this. For others of you, you're like, I'm not going anywhere. I worked too damn hard for this marriage and this connection. I refuse to let the second person grab a hold. But what you're not understanding is the person that messed up your spouse or your significant other, they've now realized that they've invested and they have been putting their energy into all the wrong things. And they're trying to find a way to apologize, but they know that you are not going to be receiving at this time. It stops here. You're putting your foot down and you're going to go to the forefront. It's like you're giving them the option, like, you can now hold me, you can now wait on me, but I'm not waiting on you type energy. If I decide to leave, don't wait on me. That's what it's giving me. Give me an I am message, please. Another one. That's why with this wisdom, it's like, be mindful of what you say, because the last thing that you want to do is allow for you to become the person that they've become. All right. It says learning to love myself. All right. So you see the brighter and the greater things in the situation. So if there's kids involved, the reason it's like you don't want the kids to witness of what's going on. So that's why someone's taking a step back here. Someone is upset, like, you mean to tell me we've lost it all to fulfill your needs that you were doing behind the scenes? All right. Someone could have had a gambling problem. We have release. Are you going to be ready? You need to ground yourself, because are you going to be ready for the truth? And for the most part, for those of you who are staying in the connection or a marriage, your spouse may not be ready for your step-up game, but they're going to realize what they took advantage of. I hope this reading brought clarity, confirmation, and understanding. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Till we meet again.